Testing, testing, testing. Oke, should be good. Oke, mikrofon on. Cek YouTube Studio. Oke, ini harusnya udah bagus kah? Kalau ada menggema gitu ya. Tes dulu. Just level. Hello. Wow. Oke. Yep. Should be good. Dan padam pam padam pam pam padam pam 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 padam pam padam pam pam. Menarik sekali. Game Oke, sebentar lo. Settingnya error banget nih. Supaya ulangi. Oke, belum. Sip. Refresh dulu. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Tuh. Game capture nggak nangkep mana. Oke. Ya udah mulai aja. Ya, mari kita coba. Ini gameplay yang ke-19. Udah panjang aja ini, Tales of Rise. Tes. Alright, let's go. Jumpa lagi bersama saya Didi Wicaksono di atas gudang, dan ini adalah Tales of Rise, gameplay yang ke-19. Kita sudah masuk ke Mahag Saar, dan nama ibu kotanya apa ya kemarin? Sesuatu yang berhubungan dengan V, gue lupa. Oke, dan ketika kita masuk ke dalam ibu kotanya, ternyata ibu kotanya sudah hancur lebur berantakan. Sepertinya sudah diserang oleh para pemberontaknya. Let's go and play. Oh, encoding overloaded. Ya udah, balik lagi berarti.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Balik lagi ke title screen. Aduh. Kenapa ini terjadi? Exit dulu deh. Kita akan refresh, restart lagi. Oke, kita masuk ke dalam login. Oke, mari kita coba kembali. Testing 1 2 3. Apa dia menggema gitu ya? Sepertinya sudah bagus. Alright. Cuman sayangnya gue masih kebelet nih. Alright. Oke. Take a break terlebih dahulu. Oke, let's go and play. Let's go and play. Ya, mari kita lanjut. Testing. Nice. Ini sebenarnya rada ngeselin juga nih dengan mic-nya. Tes. Wow. Oke, harusnya segini cukup. Yang ke-19. Oke. Mari kita mulai lagi. Hai, jumpa lagi bersama saya DiAtasGudang di atas gudang, dan ini adalah Tales of Arise gameplay yang ke-19. Kita sudah sampai ke Mahag Saar. Dan di Mahag Saar ini kita menjumpai bahwa ibu kotanya saat ini sedang hancur luluh berantakan. Sepertinya sih diserang oleh para pemberontaknya, dan pemberontaknya mungkin berhasil, tapi kita lihat dulu. Let's see. Alright, jadi kita ada di Nies namanya, lupa. Dan sepertinya sih sudah ada di sini. Tapi nggak tahu di mana.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Misterius sekali. Tapi sebelumnya, coba ntar. Saya mau cek di sebelumnya itu. Oh, oke, ada fast travel di sini. Saya itu mau cari. Oke, ini Mount Diara. Kemarin itu kita sudah di sini, cuman kita belum ke arah yang sebelah sini. Menarik sekali. Oke, kita coba dulu yuk. Jangan sampai ada batu yang tak terjamah. Don't let stones unturned.
Finally made it.
Tunggu sebentar ya. Kenapa ya di sekitar sini nggak ada fast travelnya? Aneh. Oke, saatnya naik. Wow, ada beberapa makhluk di sini. Lari. Nah, kita mau ke arah sini sebenarnya. Cukup penasaran sih ada apa dengan jalur yang sebelah sini. Astral ore level 4. Yang level 4. Nice. Apa mas? Segede gitu cuman level 1. ada asik, ada fast travel. Alright. Di sebelah sini ada cukup aneh sih. Ini jalan apa ya? Jangan-jangan ini optional boss. Tuh kan, ada sesuatu di sini. What happened? Wow, ada menara. Kenapa saya merasakan sesuatu yang berbahaya? Oke, ada sesuatu nggak di sini? Oh, belum ada. Right. Tower apa ini? Mari kita cek. Oh, ada camping.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Tunggu sebentar. Oh, range-nya. Yeay. Nice. Raise livestock dulu. Cow. Fattening pig. Fattening chicken. Fat. Semuanya fat. Forge weapon terlebih dahulu. Seharusnya sih bisa. Nah, ini refine gale wing. Wow, nice. Gale wing sebelumnya ini refine gale wing ini 3000. Oke. Terus berikutnya refine grouper float. Yang belum ada lizard sama dragon flame. Oke. Petrampo, nice. Flashbang seal. Wow. Nature's Beauty Second Edition. Legit. Upgrade-nya ya. Dan Refine Wing Gauntlets. Mantap. Semuanya udah. By the way, Wing Gauntlet kita belum. Oh, enggak ding. Tadi udah dimasukin sini. Oh iya, gua lupa. Kalau dia sudah di-upgrade, dia bakal menghilang. Nggak apa-apa. Duit masih banyak. Item lemon gel habis. Oh enggak deh, belum pernah pakai. Ini 2000 HP, emang belum punya kita. Ini baru sih. Happy bottle peach gel yang kita pakai. Oke, kita istirahat dulu aja.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Okay.
Halim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What?
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need. So I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit, this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point.
Yep.
I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
Interesting.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
The old habits die hard.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
What?
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't.
Wah,
I'd always
gede
like to help if I
emaknya.
can. It comes back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renand and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease.
What do you mean?
And the truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Mommy Kisara. Lesson in manners.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
What?
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Oke, mari kita rest. Reminiscence-nya semuanya sudah. Tidak ada lagi. Yep, all good. Terakhir itu kita dapat apa ya? Nochi cheese fondue porridge, apple pie, grilled mushroom, vegetable soup. Yang ini belum ada. Bahike itu sudah, grilled fish sudah, pork bun. Oke, gue rasa kita bakal kena sesuatu nih di tower tersebut. XP boost, tapi sayangnya belum bisa di ini. Oke, attack up 4%. Ini dia.
That was nothing.
Oke, 7 minutes. Oke. Kita akan bercengkrama dengan lo, Kisara, Dohalim. Kisara aja.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when
Wow.
you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
Iya sih, penjajahan 300 tahun diselesaikan dalam 5 hari.
Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
Kita aja waktu selesai dijajah itu masih dijajah Jepang lagi. Oke. Wow. Kita bisa kesini.
Guess I misread the landing.
Oh,
Not this way, I guess.
kita nggak bisa ya. Sepertinya emang tidak bisa masuk ke dalam menara tersebut. Ya nggak sih? Untuk saat ini ya.
Not this way, I guess.
Oke, ya, positif. Ini adalah optional ini
How
ya.
are you holding up after that last fight?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get
Oops.
too tough out there, go ahead and fall back.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Ooh, something brewing. It's gotta be love. Oke, yang jelas ini masih belum bisa ditelusuri dan tidak apa-apa, ada fast travel di sini. Kita balik lagi yuk ke Nias. Niasnya bisa nggak? What's this? Oke, kita ke situ. Let's go.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Let's go to Nias. Saatnya kita lanjut.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
Huhu. Manakah huhu? Ada huhu di sini. Nah, itu dia. Kelihatan dari jauh. Pork. Hey, huhu. Hai, ada bunganya. Retro Corsage. Ada
Maybe
kucing.
something's going on in the forest.
Oke, sepertinya kita bisa lewat sini tapi mungkin nggak bisa masuk kayaknya. It's locked. Betul kan? Sudah kuduga. Mari kita masuk ke jalan yang satunya. Wah, ya.
What are those out in the valley?
Windmills.
Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
Okay. Nothing helpful. Kita foto sejenak. And let's go.
All of you, stop right there. Don't move.
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Wah, ada yang aja berita.
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niaz?
Interesting.
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadheim's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem.
We have two Renans.
The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadheim. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
Menarik sekali. Kita nggak perlu liberate lagi.
You could have left me behind, you know.
No, we not.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
Interesting. Oke, kita akan menuju ke sana, tapi ada beberapa hal di sini. Seperti yang ini bilang.
Not this way, I guess.
Alright. Mesti follow the quest. Oh, he's using their guns. Ini adalah markas besar Darkwings. Interesting. Menarik sekali. Ceritanya menarik banget ya.
Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit.
Gue nggak pakai armor itu, men.
You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere.
Interesting.
But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's because you and that little lady are friends and more.
Oh, nice. Nice comeback.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Interesting. Sepertinya nanti kita akan melihat comeback dari Lord yang ada di Mahag Saar ini.
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
Wah, tiba-tiba muncul. Hey, ada side quest. Deadline the Dictator. I guess so. Neighboring map. Sepertinya di sebelah sini tuh, oh iya, isinya penuh dengan dark wings. Everyone from line. Oh, what's this? Chicken meat.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after...
It seems so. Why does everyone have to be such cowards?
What's wrong?
What's wrong, friend? Ah, Zugal. Okay. Zugal lagi, Zugal lagi. Retrieve Zugal parts? Oh, oke. Mungkin kita punya.
Hey. Yeah.
Demi-human muscle. Oh, iya.
Good. All right.
City renewal. Dapat roasted chicken. Oh, roasted chicken kalau nggak salah ada salah satu questnya. Nanti kita lihat. The Dictator. Oh, by the way, life bottle-nya udah penuh, jadi makanya tadi nggak dikasih ya. Ini ada di sebelah sana. Yang jelas kastilnya belum masuk ya. Kita nggak bisa masuk ke kastil sepertinya. Beyond here is aerial plaza that leads to Almeida Castle, but for now it's sealed off. Okay. Almeida. Luar biasa sekali. Mari kita istirahat terlebih dahulu. Let's go to the inn. Almeida ya namanya. Oke, dapat fast travel. That's why I'm so grateful we're able to stay here.
Feel like somebody's watching us.
Yes.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
There is certain someone.
Oh yeah?
Okay, kehabisannya. Rice, potatoes, beef, and some spices. We have what you
How's
need.
this?
Nice. Dapat curry.
Great!
This sounds delicious. I can't wait to try it.
Hey!
Would you teach me how to cook it? Wow, you're actually interested in making food now.
Good.
Certain someone. Well, I'd love to teach you, but my training is going to be
Really?
easy. You have to call me Captain while in real training.
What?
Okay, Captain. Yes.
Yes!
All right. Right.
Freshly caught fish here. Perfect.
Really?
What?
Are you trying to talk back to your superior? You're supposed to say yes, Captain. Oh, okay. Mini game kah?
All right.
Yes!
Over there.
That how you hold knife? What are you trying to do, Private? Dance with it?
Huh?
You're supposed to say yes, Captain.
Yes. All right.
Pay attention. Turn up that fire. Boil that water. You don't have time to let your eyes wander.
Yes.
Huh.
There's still room for improvement. Do you have to keep training every day?
All right.
One day my food will taste so good it will knock his armor off. Okay. Good initiative, Xion.
By the by, Xion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Xion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Oh, livestocknya udah selesai. Let's see. Ngobrol-ngobrol sedikit. There are people resting upstairs who have lost their home. We lost our home, everything is gone. Oof. Have you gone past Akfotel here before? You sure? There are great fishing spots to find. Oh, okay. You have to stay alert. Captured Almedra. Namanya Almedra. Yang jelas kita masih belum punya apa-apa di sini yang bisa di crafting, sepertinya tidak. Kita crafting aksesoris, resist ring, ada inhibitor. Wow, swift ring, fleetfoot crystal ini masih ada. Gue coba ini. Inhibitor crystal. Wow, sampai level 4. Penetration 120, move, escape speed, resistance 40, elemental attack. Ini kayaknya bagus nih buat si apa itu namanya? Si Rinwell. Oke, all good. Town ore. Magic emblem. Elemental attack plus 60. Okay, looks good. Cukup kayaknya. Enhance accessory. Oke, ada banyak di sini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terus sampai yang 10. Ada banyak brimor. Satu lagi banyak brimor sih sini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dan 2 lagi astral ore brimor ini. Nice. Satu lagi resist ring. Parallax stone, panas. Shield barrel mas, brimor. Tinggal satu lagi. Tambah satu. Oke, all good.
Hey, that...
Oke, kita akan equip si ini dengan ya, magic emblem atau resist ring. Ini kayak yang bagus nih, magic emblem kali ya. Terus resist ring mungkin, oke. Alright, look good, looking good.
Looks pretty good.
Ayo kita istirahat
That
terlebih
Deadeye
dahulu.
creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Menarik sekali.
Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
Blue eyes.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Estaluva. Ada di manakah? Sebelah sini mungkin.
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a rooster rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
Differences among rebels.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadime, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling. But at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadime and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Music to a lord's ears.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed. Music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind. Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves, and outright forbade the ownership of instruments, is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Danan music. I just across the escape. Okay. Kadahuhu? Oh, what's this? Valley of the Four Winds, Mahag Saar.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, don't get blown away, okay?
Oke, dan ada hoodle-nya juga di sini. Hey, by the way, who's that? Oh, Gordeno.
Oh?
Is that foodie again?
Yes!
Who's always starving? You're the one who's always hungry.
Very nice.
Is that so?
This is Gordeno. He travels around there in search for new recipes to try.
You don't say.
Fine quest to embark on, if I do say so myself. My name is Dohalim, kind sir. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
How?
Wow, the Dohalim, Lord of Eldimanencia, is an honor, my lord. Your beef stew was absolutely exquisite.
I see.
How is it that you came by the palace's top secret dish? Oops.
Hey!
What is it you need from us this time, exactly? Come on, spit it out. I'm looking for lettuce, apples, and lemons. Okay, gua ada.
Sure.
That's all you're looking for? Got it.
Nice work.
I give the recipe so you find people can cook it right away.
Very nice.
Nah, akhirnya dia masakin buat kita.
Well?
Hey, look at that beautiful dish. It smells just as divine too. Now to see how it tastes.
What?
This is Absolutely exquisitely bad, that is. What? Show you that I followed the recipe for this so-called vitamin smoothie to the letter. Taste for yourself, then tell me if you're still confident in concoction. Here.
I don't believe this.
All right.
See a small warning affixed to the bottom of this recipe. Smoothies made entirely from veggies are recommended for experienced dieters only. Beginners should add fruit juice for flavor.
No.
Sure.
Who's going to notice stupid warning label that time?
Really now.
We just have to add fruit and attempt this once more.
Yes. What?
Comparatively speaking, at least.
What?
Oh, is this the really best recipe Mahag Saar has to offer? I believe so. The combination of fruit and vegetable, it reminds me of Danons and Renans living together. I thought this recipe might capture such harmony.
Nice.
If nothing else, it's the most healthy recipe you are sure to find out here. Okay. Ini buat diet. That was satisfying enough for the time being. I can now leave this realm with no regrets. It's time I live in search for greater cuisines. Ya, sayang sekali di Mahag Saar tidak ada ini. Vitamin smoothie. Tidak ada resep-resep yang
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Valley of the Four Winds.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganath Haros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and
Ganath
darkness.
Haros. Okay.
Rena is
Terakhir
aligned
ya.
to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible. But I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
Rock formation. How is that happen?
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point, they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
Interesting. Perfect brother.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Oke. Jadi Kisara tuh benar-benar multi talented banget ya, gara-gara kakaknya. Alright. Untuk saat ini kayaknya tidak ada banyak hal yang bisa dilakukan, belum ada perlawanan apapun. Dan ya, sepertinya sih tidak ada bos untuk dilawan untuk episode kali ini. Jadi nggak apa-apa, it's just eksplorasi aja. Thanks again for watching and see you again next time di episode berikutnya. Jangan lupa untuk klik like dan subscribe channel saya supaya channel saya bisa muncul di YouTube lebih banyak, lebih sering. Thanks for watching again and see you again next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Oke, ya. Jadi hari ini terlihat lebih damai dan saya pengen nyelesain ini lebih cepat supaya bisa punya waktu banyak untuk ngasih ini ngedit video. Oke. Alven Sion Dohalin Kisara Rinwa and Law. Kalau dilihat dari nama-namanya cuman si Alven doang yang diawali dengan huruf vokal. Gue mau ganti outfit nggak ya? Ceremonial wolf tail, devil tail, oh baru. Red tropical corsage, crown, devil horns, halo. Gimana caranya bisa ngelihat? Live eye patch. Terus open skin, sin cleaver blade. Longsword, refine gale wig. Oke. World Unifier ponytail. Saatnya kita ganti student ponytail, tropical ponytail, interesting. Wow. Female samurai. Wah, keren abis nih. Kayak kunoichi sih lebihnya. Vacation bikini, interesting. But Fury teacher suit. Ini mah kayak ini si Quincy, apa sih namanya? Gue lupa. Queen yang di FF8. Regard setup. Get up. Okay. Demonic stone. Yay. Si anak-anak ceremonial old guard. Ini ceremonial wolf. Wetsuit. Chaos Shinobi. Oh iya, kita ke all dulu ah. Sebentar. Dapat apa ya?
sense one of your friends, Noodle?
Yes. Oh, masih ada sisa ya kayaknya. Oh, this perch is full. Oke. Ah, ini udah full juga. Nice. Ini ada lagi kan? Ini full. Ini belum. Oke. Hut. Toing. Deg. Si Alvin masih terengah-engah. Red Black Wolf Face, Green Wolf Face, Wolfless Face. Oh, oke. Hut. Kisara's Regiment.
Alvin, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
What?
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
What? Nyuciin juga.
Oh, okay.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the Guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
She is so mommy, the mommy of the team. Oke, ada sesuatu nggak di sini? Enggak, sepertinya ini punyanya si Wolfie. Betul kan, Wolfless Face, Red Black Wolf, Green Wolf. Memang ada wolfnya ya? Oh, ada wolf yang di sebelah kanan. Nah, ini Wolfless. Ya sih, tapi gue gak suka dengan face yang ini karena terlalu terbuka. I don't like that. 3.000. Oh, ritme udah 4.000. Kalau nggak salah, kalau dia bikin chicken roast recipe, ya sudah, ya mari kita matikan dulu. Oke, thanks for watching and have a good one. Bye bye.